Hey everybody, Michelle with Michelle's for Living here. Thanks for watching my videos. And it's Monday, April the 27th of 2020, and we're out in the woods doing a little morel mushroom hunting. And yeah, so be sure to stay 6 feet away, but going in the woods is a good place to stay 6 feet away. Anyways, there's one right there. That's the first one I spied from about 5 feet away. And I just thought I'd show you the little bit of a distribution pattern that we see them in. Saw them right here. There's one underneath this. Oh, there it is. There he is right there. And let's see. There's one here right, hiding behind this tree. And I thought there was one behind that too. Did you see one back? Oh, there it is. He's over there. Can't see it from this angle. There it is right there. So you can see they don't always cluster together. They kind of spread out, and we've got some other ones that we found down here. So here's one here, and there's one that, this is like a deer trail. There's one that got nipped off probably by a deer. And then there's one right there. And I think we had another one. Did you have another one out here? Oh, up there. It is right there. He's kind of fell over. Must be a little bit older. Oh, and I see the stem of one over right there that he's lost his top. So there's probably more in this area. Typically we don't just find one, but this is our regular area that we find them in this woods. And yeah, so we'll see what else we find. Okay, so after I turned off the video and turned around and squatted down to pick some, I spied this one. So it was probably in the other little clip of video, but it was really hiding under some leaves and under that plant there. Alright, there's one. It's down in here. Actually, I spied this from about 10 feet away, but I got up here on it and it's really hard to see. So, you know, a lot of times I find it's easier to spy them if you just crouch down and you kind of look underneath of the canopy area, you know, what's down here on the ground cover, and see if you can find them that way. But when I pick them, I get my fingers down to the base and just pinch them off really easily. I don't really need to pull up the roots or anything, but yeah, and it's a good idea if you have a mesh bag that you bring, so that the spores drop and they get dispersed for next year. Here's a really nice one hiding. You want to look along dead trees and limbs that are down, because like the debris catches here and it's damp all the time, and we found that, you know, if you get rain one day and then it's kind of a upper 60s, 70s, lower 70s overnight into the morning is when a really good time to go out and find them. So this is about, I don't know, we probably at about 25 or so, but that's a really big one. All right, there they all are. Big variety in sizes. But we got about 46 or so here, and some little bitty ones compared to the really big ones here. And some of them we just found bases. We found like some of them, the heads were laying right next to them, whatever. This one I didn't count. That is not a morel mushroom. I don't know what he put that in the bag for, but anyways, so yeah, there they are. You know, it's been some years since we found this many at one time, but you know, a lot of it's dependent on the weather. I think last year we didn't even find any. Yeah, so normally the first Saturday in May is typically the best day that we find them here where we're at in southern Indiana, but and I know that because that's Kentucky Derby Day, although the Kentucky Derby isn't running in May this year because of the pandemic going on. But anyhow, yeah, that's usually, we go out when the derby's running and look for mushrooms. But yeah, we did pretty good today. And basically what I'm going to do, I soak them in some salt water for a while and wash them off, rinse them off and stuff. And that way, if there's any little bugs on them or something, it'll get rid of the bugs, and that washes them off. And then I guess just roll them in some flour, a little bit of flour, and then fry them in butter in the skillet. I'm not a big mushroom fan. I can eat them, but I don't enjoy them. And I get those instructions from people who are no longer with us, and that's the way they always fixed them. So we'll fix them up. But like these large ones, we'll cut those in half lengthwise. But the little ones, they don't really need to be cut unless, I mean, we've gotten them before. They've been full of ants sometimes. And you really, you know, if they look dirty up inside, then you really want to cut them and clean them out. So, but yeah, there they are. Thanks for watching.